Hello and welcome to Career Launcher. As a part of our daily practice questions that we have been doing on YouTube, including the questions that have appeared in our mocks, in this particular video, what we're going to take you through is a question based on data interpretation.
Okay, let's look at the set 3 that is given in CDC 3, the countdown catch 3. Now, this particular set, on the face of it, actually, whenever you find a spider graph kind of things, should not be very difficult. But they have, obviously, this test setter has kind of definitely complicated it. Maybe 2 questions out of the 4 could have been done quickly enough if you are basically familiar with a reading of this graph. You have to read this graph carefully. But again, what I'm going to do is, as I said, we will solve aram se. Let's look at it. A multinational company conducts 5 rounds of tests at a college campus for placement of management. The rounds consist of math, English, reasoning, GD, and PI. The following radar graph, this is also called the spider graph, represents the scores of 5 aspirants in each of the 5 rounds. The maximum score for each round is shown at the vertices of the outermost pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everything is divided into 5 sets. For example, if this is 30, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Similarly, if this is 20, this is by 5. So it is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. If this is 25, this will be okay, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20. No, this is not correct. This is 6, 12, 18, 24 and 30, because 30 by 5 is 6. Here 20 by 5 is 4. So each of the pentagon here represents 4 units. Here 25 is, this will be 5. 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. I don't know X, but I know that this is 5. So this half will be 0.5x. Then this will be 0.2, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.8. This is 0.8x. This is this will be 0.8x actually. This will be 0.7x. This is 0.8x. This is 0.9x and this is x. And lastly, 15. 15 will be like this is 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Now you might be wondering, is it really important? Once again, I want you to look at it carefully. See, this is 30 and this is a pentagon. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is divided into 5 parts. 30 is divided into 5 parts will be, this is 6, 12, this is 18, this is 24, and this is 30. And this is all in the middles, if you look at it. Now, I will explain further, but this is the most important thing to read a graph. This is the way to read a graph. Now, clearly, once more, I'm saying this is, for example, this is 25. 25 into pentagon is by 5. So this will be 5, 10, this will be 15, this part will be 20, and this part will be 25. Likewise, if 20 by 5 will be 4, so each part will be 4. Remember this. Here 15, each part will be 3. And here, because it's x, each part will be 0.2x. That is what I am trying to say. Now, what else is given? There is a different weightage for each of the rounds. The weightage for math is 30%. English is 20%. Thankfully, the same thing. Total score and maths is the same. Reasoning is 20. Oh, here there is a change. The total marks you are getting is for 25 marks, but the weightage is only 20%. The weightage is only 20%. For reasoning, it is 20%. And GD and PI, it is 50%. For PI, it is 15. I don't know what is the marks XR, but 15% is the weightage for this. The final selection is based on the final score arrived after applying the respective weightages to the raw scores. The final score is marked out of 100. One information is given. C's sum of the raw scores was 15.5 more than his final raw score after the weights are applied. So first and mono total is 15%. Now clearly look at C. This is point. So this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. This is 0.8. So this is 0.8 of X. If 15 is the overall score, and obviously D will get the full score in the weightage, our friend C will have got 12 only. We will come back to this, don't worry. So what I have done is just put it here again, and once again I'm going to kind of look at how do I interpret this data. This is an understanding of the data. Because inference will come in after understanding the data itself. Always understand that clearly. Now let's look at this. For example, math, this is 30. You know that B, I'm just taken it as a small thing. Quickly, A, B, C, D, E, math, English, reasoning, GD and PI, you can look at it. For example, math, B is full 30 marks. So B is full 30 marks. Then please understand, I told you this is 6, 12, this will be 18, remember. This will be 24, and therefore this will be 27, this will be 18, and therefore this has to be 21. So in other words, your A is 24, C is green, which is 27, D, which is yellow, is 21, and E, which is pink, is 18. So this is the way to interpret this. This is the way to interpret this data. Similarly, I'll just do one more thing. For example, let's look at PI 15. PI 15, this is 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So pink is 15. Remember this. This is 15 clearly. Now I know red is B, which is between 12 and 15. That is 13.5. So B will be 13.5. You have blue is A, which is exactly 12. And what is green? Green is C, which is between 6 and 9. This will be 7.5. Green is 7.5. Am I right? Green is 7.5. And lastly, we have a yellow between 9 and 12, which is 10.5. What you need to do, there is almost no doubt because of the questions which are given. I hope you have seen the questions. Once you have seen the questions, you will have to solve the entire thing at least. Okay. Now, what I have done is this. I have put the entire thing here. I have put the entire thing here. Same thing. If you look at it, it's 24, 30, 27. I have put this. Similarly for PI, and I have done for English and reasoning. All of you, just go back here, stop it here if you want to kind of do it, and do it for English and reasoning. Now for GD, I have already put in here. Now you need to convert this. Now you need to convert this into the weightages. Now this is 30% weightage, but the highest is also 30. Because highest is also 30 and the percentage weightage is also 30, the scores will exactly be same. There is no change. Similarly, 20% is the weightage and the highest is 20. There will be no change. But look at this. For reasoning, the weightage is only 20%. The reasoning 20% is the weightage. But my highest is 25. That means A, who got the highest 25, will actually get 20. Now B is 10% lower than, 5% lower. Yeah, it is 10% lower than A. That means this guy has to be 18. 17.5 is 30% lower than C. 30% lower than C is 14. This is 60% or 40% lower than D. So what is 40%? This is 12. And this is 20%. 20 out of 25 is 80%. 80% of 12 is 16. This is the way you will get your reasoning. But now look at this. This is easier. GD, I know highest is D. This has to be 15. This has to be 13.5. This has to be 12 because 80% of 15. 70% of 15 will be 10.5 and 50% of 15 is 7.5. I can easily find out the totals after the weightages. After weightages. Please understand, I don't care what the actual X is, but this is a weightage that is given to me, correct? This is a weightage given to me. So I can find out the totals here. I have done this in the next one. I have done this exactly the same way. Now the totals I have found out. What is given here? what is the value of X? Now, when I say what is the value of X, I read one other condition is given to me. One other condition is given to me. C's sum of the raw scores was 15.5 more than his final scores. Look at this. This is the C's raw score will be what? 27 plus 16, 30, 43, 43, 53 plus 15, 63, 68. This is 68 plus 0.8x. This is 15 more than 76.5. 15.5 more than actually 76.5 plus 15.5. This is how much? This is 92. So 0.8x is equal to 92 minus 24. This is 20%. 80% is 24. X will be equal to 30. That is what I got. X is equal to 30. That's my first answer. Then you will get this. Who among the final got the highest score? This is clearly 85. Sorry, not this one. My mistake. 86. This was the next question, guys. Sorry, 86. So therefore, answer is B. 86. Answer is B. Now look at this third question that I have done. What I have done here is if the weightage of the parameters math and reasoning are interchanged. So originally you had this. This is the first table you had. This is the first table. You would have got this table. By the way, in the exam, I don't think you should unnecessarily waste your time, too much of time solving this, but can be done if your percentages are very, very quick. Now, if the weightage of the parameters math and reasoning are interchanged, so 30% and 20% become 30% and 20%, 20% and 30% respectively. The rest of them don't change. Remember this. The rest of them don't change. And the candidates whose final score is above 75% are selected. Above 75% are selected. Then how many are not selected? Now think about it. We know that 30 is the highest. Therefore, this guy got 30. If the weightage is only 20, the highest will get 20. The highest will get 20. Now this is what? This is 20% less. So this is 20% less. This is 10% less. This is 10% less than 20. This is 30% less. This has to be 30% less than 20. And this is 40% less. This has to be 40% less than 20. And you will get math. Similarly, reasoning has become 30. The highest was 20. Remember this. Now it has become 30. That means that this total will become 30. Again, this is 10% less. So 10% less. This is 30% less. This is 30% less. This is 40% less. This is 40% less. And this is 20% less. And this is 20% less. I'm just calculating percentages. I keep saying this to people. If anybody cares to listen, boss, your ability to solve this 10, 20, 30, 40 percentages in your brain quickly can give you very, very high scores. Now, if you add it up, you will get that there are two of them which will get less than 75. So C and D are not selected. And the last one in this particular set, the examiners decided to take the 12th standard scores also. So A, B, C, D, E, this is 95, 92.5, 85, 96, 94. Now the test and GDPI rounds are weightage W and the rest of it is your 12th score. Obviously, what is W is asking? What some percentage is asking? Now, I want you to look at this. This was the original thing that we had. By looking at it, and if the percentages are so low, here is where I would take a chance that obviously B and E could be the joint toppers. Remember, there were two joint toppers, which means, let's say, what is W? What is W? Now are given a weightage of W percent. So 86 into W, weightage wise, plus 100 minus W into B is getting how much? 92.5. This should be equal to 82.5 into W plus 100 minus W, which is the weightage of the 12th class, into 94. You solve this, guys. I will not solve it for you. Answer is 30 for this. Please solve it. I'm sure each one of you can solve it. Take a minute away and solve it on your own. Please understand, how do I do it? This is 86 score. but the weightage is only W%. Out of 100, W% is the weightage. So whatever the W is, if it is 75%, 80%, the remaining 100 minus W will be converted for the class 12th. That is the reason multiplying by 92.5. Same thing for the E also. So B is equal to E, as I'm saying. So one of the things that you can actually solve in this question is check it out whether is it possible to get a W if I take an A and B, or a probably, and what else can I take? Maybe C and B kind of things. You will not get the answer, and W will become less than 0, and hence you will, or more than 75, and hence you can remove it. But this particular question was not easy, especially this question. I wouldn't call this, I wouldn't want to solve this, nor I would probably even solve this unnecessarily, because it will take it a little time, because two things are happening, guys. I have put in the graph here or a table here. For you to make the table itself will take you 20 seconds. Therefore, I would say in this particular set, the first two questions should have been solved and left, ideally. And if you had time, come back to the third question. Maybe the fourth question should obviously not be solved. Okay, we'll stop it here, and I hope we will do the other questions too.